Good afternoon, everybody, and happy Gift for Good Louisville Day. I'm Makenzie Greenwell, Special Events Manager for St. Vincent de Paul Louisville, and I'm super excited to be sitting with John Hanks today, Senior Vice President at Stockyards Bank and also a board member for many years for St. Vincent de Paul Louisville, so we're excited to sit with him and have a nice little conversation and talk about the Giving Day. Right now, we are almost to $12,000 of donations for today, and that's towards our $65,000 goal. So keep the donations rolling in, and we're super excited to see where we end up for the rest of the day. So, John, how did you get involved at St. Vincent de Paul?
Well, growing up Catholic in Louisville, I always was familiar with St. Vincent de Paul, and had been, had given contributions to the church and done food baskets at our parish, but had never been involved beyond that. When I started working at Stockyards a number of years ago, our then CEO, David Heintzman, asked me if I'd like to represent Stockyards Bank on the St. Vincent de Paul board. And because of everything, all the good things I've heard about St. Vincent de Paul over the years, I jumped at the chance to become more involved.
Awesome.
So I guess St. Vincent de Paul kind of found me more than I found them.
Well, we love that, and we love having you on our board, and you're an absolute asset to the work that we do. You're also acting as a fundraiser for us on Gift for Good Louisville Day, which means that you're fundraising on behalf of St. Vincent de Paul. So what made you want to get involved in that capacity with us this year?
Well, like most people, probably today you get hit with a lot of requests for donations on Gift for Good Day in Louisville, and there's a lot of worthy charities that my friends and family have asked me to donate for over the years, and because of my firsthand experience that I've seen the benefits, the many people, the many different ways that St. Vincent de Paul has helped people that live in our community. I wanted to kind of get on the other side of that and be the person, the asker instead of the askee, and reach out to people to ask them to make a donation to a charity that I've worked with and feel strongly about.
Good. Well, again, we're thrilled to have you as a fundraiser this year, and excited to see the funds that you bring in for us. So since you've been part of our board and you've seen the work that we do kind of firsthand, is there anything you want people to know about what their dollars go towards at St. Vincent de Paul?
I think that's a great question, because as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of great charities with worthy causes in Louisville. But I feel like there's something very special and unique about St. Vincent de Paul. We really meet people where they're at. I think, whether that's a lunch or a meal at the Open Ends Kitchen, a night stay at an emergency shelter, a place to live at St. Vincent de Paul Apartments or St. Vincent de Paul Homes, or one of our many off-site locations, or help kind of getting your life back together through one of our many programs and services that our caseworkers offer to people. Your donations go directly to helping people that live in our community get back on their feet and work towards independent living.
Absolutely, I love that. And last question we've got for you today is, our theme this year is Life Humbles, Give Hope. So we're kind of asking all of our guests today what that statement means to them and what you think of that.
First of all, I think that statement's very true. Anybody that's lived long enough has been humbled by life, whether it's personally or professionally. We've all had our ups and downs. And I'd love to give you a great story about how I was a hero and help somebody. But when I hear that statement, I think more about how lucky I am to have grown up with a wonderful family, a strong core of friends, and now a wonderful wife and kids. That I've always had someone that I could rely on to help me when I've stumbled. And a lot of people aren't that fortunate. Through circumstances that they may be born into, or maybe self-inflicted, that they've created a situation where they've fallen and they don't really have someone to help them get back on their feet. And I feel like St. Vincent de Paul offers that hope. We help people in their time of need to get back on their feet and to live an independent life.
Well, that's amazing, and I think that sums it up perfectly. And super excited to have sat down with you a little bit, and for all of the support that you're giving St. Vincent de Paul. Like I said, we are still going throughout the giving day. You've got until midnight tonight to get your donations in. Help us get to that $65,000 goal, and you can click the link in this post to get to that donation page.